Naeem Hines, his first carry. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Luck. And he connects with Ebron. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Good for a Colt first down. The former Lion Ebron there bringing it in from Andrew Luck. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, it's Luck. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. This is caught. It's Ryan Grant. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. To throw is... It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd down, here's Luck. Ebron caught left side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Now it's Luck. Touchdown, Colts. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here we go. White 90. White 90.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Johnson. A deep ball for Dotson. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Well, Charles, the Indianapolis Colts, you remember this year they started 1-5. That was back on October 14th. That was their record. And then you look up after Week 15, that 23-0 win over Dallas that you called. And they really have turned this season around. How have they done it?
What they've done is they've stayed the course. You know, from the general manager to the head coach, Frank Reich, they had a plan in place. They understood what they were trying to accomplish. They waited for some guys to get healthy. And Andrew Luck's right arm got healthier and healthier. And that team really came together. They've now won 7 out of their last 8 after Week 15. And if they get into the playoffs, they're the type of team that no one really wants to play.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Luck. And the Colts are in for the touchdown. He told us he was going to hit the end zone a couple times in this game. I just don't know that he envisioned doing it in the first quarter.
He probably did. I'm not sure we did,
yeah.
Right? Because all the great ones, that's what they do. They dream about it, right? They think about it. They envision it. They think it's going to happen and almost will themselves into it. I just look at what he's done so far and just wonder what's left to come. Let's sit back and enjoy this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15. The Washington Redskins season has been an interesting one. Who would have predicted that the way this year has gone for them, they would still be in the hunt for a playoff spot in the final weeks of the year? Nobody.
No one. How could you?
Josh Johnson at quarterback, Charles.
Yeah, his 12th NFL team. Hadn't thrown an NFL pass since 2011. And what if he became the guy to lead Washington into the playoffs? No one could have written this script. Offensive line totally rebuilt multiple times this year. And how many times on the negative side did you say that's a real inconsistent team? But on the positive side, that team battles.
They start the drive with Peterson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Who got him down on the defensive side.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
To throw on second down, Johnson. Incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Here's Johnson. From the gun, he'll throw. Flushed out right. Looking long for his tight end read. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll run with a former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here's Locke. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well. Now a first carry for their fullback. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Tackle made there by Mason Foster.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
Off of play action. Locke sliding out of the pocket. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Locke. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first. Luck now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Now a play fake, and it's Luck. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This is Wilkins. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it second and goal. Now Luck. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Zach Brown not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Luck now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Free safety, Clinton Dix, the man to make the play there on the defensive side.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Adam Vinatieri, he just keeps doing it. I mean, you look back to Week 8, past Morton Anderson becoming the NFL's all-time leading scorer. What a career it has been for him.
And not many kickers in the Hall of Fame, but Adam Vinatieri will join them in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. It's just a matter of when. And I'm wondering if he's accumulated enough to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. I would say so, because it's not just longevity that's gotten him this record. Think about the kicks that he's made. The kick against Oakland in the snow in the playoffs. How about the Super Bowl kick against the Rams when he's with the Patriots? How about with the Colts? Getting it done there and winning another Super Bowl. He's made so many big kicks that we can remember. He's one of those guys that I believe we should talk about being a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. In on the tackle, Kamoko Toure. Peterson, Charles, at age 33. I think when he signed with the Redskins, people were wondering what would this season be like. Well, it started off pretty good.
Yeah, and you remember the reason why they're asking that question. Age 33. Last season didn't end very well in Arizona. Had some good games, but was hurt down the stretch. Didn't have those games again. But now, 96 yards in the season opener for Washington at Arizona. Comes back for 20 against Indianapolis. And then 120, a big performance against Green Bay. At his best, you're getting the Adrian Peterson that defenses fear.
And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
Here we go. What? 90.
Johnson now. Off play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And the Redskins scoop it. So not only did they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
There's a quarterback sneak. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Peterson on 3rd and goal. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Now that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it. Those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st and 10, Luck. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Preston Smith in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Play action. It's locked. Inman able to bring it in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dontrell Inman, 56 yards. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Out to the left here to Reed. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Johnson throwing on first down. Looking for his tight end Reed, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Ebron's got it. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. This one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They'll fake it. Now Love. Past the 20. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run again on first down. Peterson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now Johnson to throw on second down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Margus Hunt with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They go play action here on first down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. Well, some news that gave us a chuckle, and we could all use that around the holiday season. Josh Johnson, a great story. He was back home in Oakland when the Redskins called to see if he'd like to join him for the remainder of the season. So how did he get to know his new teammates? Well, what did he do? He turned to the Madden game, Charles.
Yeah, and that's how you learn who they are, right? Learn what they do, have some tendencies, get some ideas about their speed and what they do well and maybe what they don't do so well. And it really helped him acclimate and got himself a big victory in Week 15 against the Jacksonville Jaguars. How about the bloodline of Josh Johnson, though? Also related to Marshawn Lynch of the Oakland Raiders and Marcus Peters of the Los Angeles Rams.
Pretty good company. Block on third down. He's able to find Inman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Jonathan Allen, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Here's Luck now on second down. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw, Luck. Flush to his right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Luck. The pass complete to Ryan Grant. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They try to fire up the run game with Adrian Peterson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 47, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
After the interception, it's Luck. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the first down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and, yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4.8 40.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well.
Now Mack. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Eric Ebron, 37 yards. And the Colts have got it on cruise control. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
And it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Here we go!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Here we go! Red 38! Red 38!
Throwing again. Johnson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Everyone's got four down.
Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Redskins on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Here we go! Red 38!
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. A deep ball for Dotson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Dotson, 88 yards. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is down to 24. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. carry, it's Wilkins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. Here's Locke. Ebron caught left side. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor, and it's a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, Locke. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, it's Locke. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Here's Mack. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. To throw on 2nd down is Locke. Quick hitch, complete. It's Grant. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. This is caught. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You can see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, baby, yeah. Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Ohio! Ohio! Here we go! Red 38! Red 38! Ohio! Ohio!
Looking to throw on second down. Johnson now in desperation. He's got him in. Complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 2. What a spectacular return. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position.
Check out! 190! Check!
Throwing now, Luck. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 24. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Luck going to throw it. They'll roll him out right. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Out to his left. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Give him 30 yards there.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Now a play fake, and it's Luck. He'll buy some time right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Offensively, they like their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to, because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one has gone as time has run out